Go on, Louis. Oh, come off. Oh, no. Get back on it, Lou. Hello, welcome back. It's race day again, round 3 this time. And looks like we're in for a busy night. There's 14 people in Louis' class entered already, pre-booked. So there's bound to be a couple more. So I think tonight we're going to be aiming to see if we can get in the A final like normal, but I really doubt we're going to get there. I think it's going to be a B final. We'll see. See what happens. Got nothing to lose, have we? I'm guessing that to get in the A final, we're going to have to finish in the top 3 of each of your motos to do it. I'm only guessing. I haven't worked it out. Obviously, it depends where different people come, each time. But I'm guessing you've got to be in the top 3 each of your motos to get there. Just trying to work it out in my head sort of quickly. It's easy to say, oh, we've got to be in the top 4. But it doesn't work like that, does it? I think you've got to be in the top 3, so I don't think we've got much chance for the A final. But yeah, you never know, do you? But we'll be happy with a B final. We've got to do well in the B final if we do, because he's running 6 at the moment, and he could quite easily go back to the 12th so easily on this this race meeting. It'll be a bit of a shocker on it. So yeah, but it is what it is, and I might film loading up the van. I might not. If not, I'll see you down the track. Just got here. He's having a little lap. I don't know if he's going to get his transponder working or what. I don't think they're registering it yet. He has done a couple of quick laps on, but he needs to save it. Right. Let's see if it picks up the transponder. I spoke. Oh yeah, I'll tweet that in a minute. Leads to one track, doesn't it? I hope you got you burping on this video. Go on, Louis. Oh, come off. Oh, no. Get back on it, Lou. Louis. Go on, Louis! Yeah, look at the state of you.
Thanks.
You just said it.
You said that.
Yeah.
Cheeky.
Right, yeah, so Louis had his first crash. This is his first crash ever. He's all right. He scraped the bike up, scraped his helmet, ripped a few bits of clothing. But he's okay. He's got a graze. It's freezing, absolutely freezing, isn't it? Yeah. Considering that the bank holiday it was lovely and warm. Right, so he's back ranked in 11th now. And he's going to line up in a minute, so carry on with Moto 3. Go on, Louis! Right, we've still got a final to come. But as you would have seen, we've just done the 3 motos, and you see Louis' first crash in the first moto. Brilliant, really, I thought it was anyway. It's a bit weird because when he went up onto like the jump before the crash, there was a bang, and I heard somebody go, "He's off," and you'll hear it on the video. And I thought, it ain't them because they were together, and I could still see them. It's a job when you're holding the phone up and you're trying to look through the phone, basically. But I thought all 3 of them were still up. I didn't realise what had gone on. And so he says he's off or something like that. And then Louis goes down, and next minute here, bang, crash, and he's off again, you know. He's off now, you know, or something like that. And yeah, so what happened there? I have looked at it frame by frame because I just like watching the tyres bending and stuff like that. And it's fascinating really when you start watching it. When I first watched it, it looked like there was a gap between the 2 bikes, and Louis comes up the middle at the jump, and he fills the gap. He's racing, but it looked, the first time I watched it, it looked like the bloke on the right, just as he jumps, he kicks the back of the bike round and he clips Louis' bike. Well, that's a bit weird. But when I watched it again without blinking, what happens is he fills the gap. You know, he comes across to fill the gap on the left, and by this time, Louis come up there, and he obviously don't know Louis there. It's racing, and they hit. What hits, I don't know. What part of the bike's hit, I don't know. But it don't have to make a noise. So it bangs. So Louis comes down, and he's by the one on the right. Sorry, on Louis' left. That's now in front of Louis. So he knows he can't get to the right because he thinks this bloke still is on the right hand side. But he actually went out wide after he clipped Louis. So he starts going out wide, but Louis don't know. So Louis goes to the left, and he comes up on the inside of the bike in front of him, and he turns so nice and sharp that Louis just can't turn. He just can't get round, and he clips his back wheel, and obviously that slows him down, sits him up. I think by this time, mate, he'd got the one in front had gone, but it sat Louis up. And as he sat up, it sort of chucked him off the bike. And because that turned his handlebars, he got so far around, and obviously the wheel just got so far and it dug in, did like a stop in. So as he was falling off the side, it chucked him over the handlebars. And he ended up headbutting the ground, and obviously hit his side of the head and shoulder. And down he went. down he went. Simple as that. It's as simple as that. As it high side him, it spun the handlebars round, and it's just a funny thing. He's racing, right? So no, it's nobody's fault. It's just racing. As far as I'm concerned, anyway. So yeah, it's good. He grazed his shoulder, cut his shoulder a little bit, but it's hard old tarmac there, and it's like gravelly stuff on it as well. So not too bad. And he got on cutting his leg. I'm guessing it's from where the handlebar went round, and he went round the left hand side. His handlebar went obviously to the opposite side, and I went and dug in his leg before the bike bounced off wherever it bounced off to. One of the things I want to say, you'll hear me literally. It just has the crash. Then you hear me shout, "Get back on the bike!" or "Get back on it." People go, "Oh, his hand just fell off." But to me, that felt like a minute, because he hit the ground and I knew he was okay. I knew as soon as I seen him sort of sit up, I thought if he was hurt, he'd either lay on the ground or he'd sit up and then lay back down. But I seen him sit up and I thought, right, just get back on that bike. Couple of reasons for that is because obviously if you fall off a bike or a horse, get back on it and carry on. You don't want to be waiting to the next race. Plus I knew the crowd would get behind him and cheer him on, because they always do. Good club, you see. Don't matter who falls off, they'll all clap and whatever, they appreciate it, So I knew he'd have support, so he did get back on it. But the other reason is I really wanted him to get across that line to get a time and to finish, so he actually finished. What he did do, he did, where have it down? So I don't know. It's 54 seconds or something. So he wasn't on the ground very long at all. But to me, I thought, that's 30 seconds. It's got to be nearly a bloody minute. And I watched the other bike come down behind him and go round him, and I was like, that don't make sense, because I'm still filming it. I thought, where does that make sense? But obviously, he wasn't that long on the ground at all. And that other bike wasn't that far behind, Probably good job it was, because at least he'd have probably ploughed into Louis. But yeah, that's his first crash, and that was good. Yeah, we've got some damage. We've got a scraped helmet. We've got ripped top. We've got ripped trousers. We've got scrapes on the bike, all over the bike. Actually, I don't think it's a side of, even the top of the handlebars are scraped. But yeah, it is what it is, and it's good. Added to the day. Actually, I think it made it a good day. And then, of course, after that, it was more worrying because he didn't give a shit. He didn't care less. He was laughing, and oh god, that was really, really good. Right, so after all the fun and games, he scored, what did he score? 16 points, and that put him in 10th place. So that gave him second choice for the B final, and he picked gate 2. And yeah, so let's watch the final and see what happens this time. Go on, Louis! Right, so he finished second in the B final, what put us in 10th place for the round. What was a lot better than I thought before we even went there. That's before we crashed. So I was well happy with that, and so was Louis, to be honest with you. So it was good. Puts him in 6th place over the 3 rounds, what is bloody brilliant, really. He's 3 points behind 5th, And obviously 7th place is 1 point ahead of that. So there's nothing in it between that little group. I said this last time. It's very, very close. We'll be lucky, I think, if we can keep in the top 10 by the end of it. I mean, I'll be happy as hell if we can get in the top 10. But he's running 6th at the moment. That's only after we've still got 12 more races to go. So what are the chances? I don't think so. But you never know. But there you go. You've got to look at the positive sides of things, haven't you? See how he copes with the crash after, next week. If it affects him this week, it seems that he didn't care and he just went for it. But if he, in a week's time, he still feels like that'd be another thing, wouldn't it? And it's definitely getting faster. Everybody's getting faster, more competitive. So yeah, and there's more of them. So you have to watch his space to find out what happens there, I think. But yeah, I'm happy with that. I'm happy with, after 3 rounds, to be running 6th place out of 15 riders. So we can't complain, can we? We stayed there and watched the trophies for the winter series. They give out the trophies, and that was quite fun and good. I want to say thank you to everyone who asked me, Heidi or Louis, if he was okay, if the bike was okay. I think most people worry about the bike more than they do people, but well, I did anyway. Yeah, but you know what I mean? It just proves what good atmosphere there is there, and if you haven't been to Braintree BMX Club, you need to get yourself over and have a look. It's a good club. But yeah, so there you go. Until next week, I might put another BMX video up this week. I'm not sure yet about something else. Like I said, I'm not sure yet. If not, I'll see you at the next round 4. And just remember, it's okay not to be okay. I'll see you next time. And now you can watch Louis crash again. Go on, Louis.
Oh, come off. Oh, no.
Get back on it, Lou.